Hey everybody, we're back here at Sharp Dog Sports on Hump Day, Dog Day. Got my boy Cole. Kind of just to recap the last couple of days. We hadn't had a lot of time to make these videos, but we're back. We're back. We'll talk about these premium plays and talk about that ref that's dead to us with the Bucks slightly. And then last night, man, we don't know. We kept talking about mid-game. We don't know if there was a wind that was coming off. Maybe that umpire's ass out in the right field, but man, they couldn't field a ground ball. Hell, to me, the pitchers couldn't hit the zone. I mean, I don't even know what was going on, but
Couldn't throw the ball to first base.
brutal.
Catchers couldn't catch the ball.
Yeah,
It was brutal.
That one kind of had that was written in the sand there, and we kind of saw that one earlier when you're getting ground balls to second baseman and the guy can't get can't make a throw at first. So, but yeah, I mean, putt plays have been hitting, been very strong there, keeping us alive here this week. But we feel confident going into tonight. We like the game that we're looking at, but we'll get right into it. I think I'm going to my lean today, Cole. I'm going to dive right into a little bit of hockey. It's going to be my first hockey lean of the year. I'm looking at the Arizona-Minnesota game. This thing makes no damn sense. Over-unders at 5.5. These guys give up goals like the Kings give up baskets in basketball. I mean, this thing is just bad. But we just need one of these goalies to have a decent night tonight, and I think we get it. We don't like it, or we don't love it, but we like it. It's going to be the under 5.5. These guys just play. I think their shots per game is like one of the lowest averages, both of these teams in the NHL. And they don't give up a lot of shots either, just averaging right at the 30 shot mark, both of them. So we just need these goalies. Hell, one of them. I don't need them both. I just need one to have a decent game. I don't care who wins. I see this thing ending up at 3-1, maybe 2-1 because it's a competitive game, and Arizona looks like they need this to kind of stay competitive for the year. But I like the under 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the offensive production that these teams are getting is pretty piss poor. I mean, they've probably got more goals than they deserve based on shots per goal per game.
Yep.
So I like the under here. I will say, if you're sweating it out after the second period and they're at about 5, that I just have a little quick story about the last time I was in Phoenix and I bet the Coyotes over 5.5. And the score was 4-1 at the end of the second period. And my boy said, "Man, this is a great bet." And they didn't score again for the rest of the third period. So if it gets a little hairy early on, hold on to your seats. We feel good about it. They're going to come through, play a little defense. Goalie's going to step up.
Yeah, we need a good sweat. We need a good sweat, a good calorie burn midweek. Get us going.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be going back to the diamond today with my lean. I'm gonna be looking towards those drum beating, cheating sons of bitches out of Houston. The Houston Astros today, money line, playing against the Rockies. We got Bregman back last night. That didn't work out too well for him last night. But it takes a little while for a guy to brush off the rust, get a little bit of game reps, and at the plate, they got Urquidy on the mound, and they've got the Rockies have Austin Gomber, I think is his name. Austin Gomber. I've never even heard of this guy, Austin Gomber.
Who knows?
And when you look at his stats for the year, at first you're like, this isn't that bad. His ERA is in the 3s. He's been putting up pretty decent numbers. But if you notice, he's kind of gotten just progressively worse. His first outing of the year, he gave up 1 earned run. His second outing of the year, he gave up 2 earned runs. Last outing of the year, he gave up 3 earned runs. And I expect that trend to go from, instead of going up about 1 earned run a game, I expect him to go about 5 or 6 tonight to the Astros. Yeah, they're without Altuve, but I think between Correa, Bregman, and the rest of that squad, they'll do the job. And with Urquidy on the mound, I just don't think they're going to go with that number of runs back to a struggling Rockies team. I mean, the Astros are higher average, better batting average against from a pitching perspective. So I just think they've got a better lineup. I think they've got a better pitcher. So I just think this is a cheap number to lay with the Astros at Colorado, especially coming off that loss.
Yeah, I like that game too. Yeah, Bregman, I noticed last night because I had just a little sprinkle on the Astros who let me down, but I didn't dive the game at all. I was just like, oh, Astros, Bregman's back, give them to me, but he was watching a lot of pitches where typically he's lashing out at them. So I think, like you said, he's just knocking the rust off. I think he comes back and is a big influence tonight. So I like that game. Um, but hey, here we are at the premium, and we were sitting here talking, Colt, what game are we going to go with? And damn, if I didn't look on my head and I go, the Nats, who's pitching? Oh, it's Scherzer. Okay, give me that. What's the Nats? How many runs they've been scoring? Not a lot. Who cares? They're playing. Damn, remind me, Colt, who are they playing today?
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals, that team who gives up 9 runs a game right now. They've been giving up 8.6 runs per game in their last 11. In one game, they gave up 4. The other, they gave up 5. Every game since that, they've been giving up 6+ runs. They're just struggling, man. And even though the Nats don't put a lot of runs up on the board, I don't think they need it today. Scherzer's been pitching really well. I think this lineup's due, especially to a team that's been giving up a lot of runs. They're at home. I think they get a big win today. I think we're getting a good price on it. It's at -160. It's been slightly moving up all morning, but get on it early, get you a good price today.
Yeah, I mean, this is about as cheap as you're ever going to get. A Nats team, just a couple years off the World Series with their ace on the mound, Scherzer,
Yeah.
and against a really crappy team. I mean, a really crappy Cardinals team that's been really bad on the mound. The guy going for them today has been atrocious. I think we're catching a little bit of break on the juice here because Soto's not in the lineup today. But honestly, to your point earlier, when you look at his production throughout the year, I'm not sure how many times it's felt like he's been in the lineup anyway. So
Yeah.
I think, the team, they still have enough to get it done between Josh Bell, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber. I think they got enough offensive firepower to scratch off 2 or 3 runs, and I think that's probably enough for the game. So I love the Nats here. I love Scherzer. And I think the money line price is very cheap and fair. So I think we need to get in on it early and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, yeah. And if Scherzer on the mound and Nats at home and the Cardinals stinking ain't enough for you, there is such a thing as managers don't think they can win games, so they're not going to, play everybody in as hard as they want to. They're not going to win every game, and this is one of those. This guy on the mound. He's been giving up a lot of runs early and often. Let's hope that the Nats get out. This is what we believe. They get up early, and they kind of mail it in. And by mail it in, the Cardinals mail it in. I don't think they're going to waste any good bullpen. I think they're going to throw their middle of the road kind of guys and just try to get to tomorrow. So we'll take advantage of this good money line here at -160. We're leaning towards the Arizona Minneapolis NHL under 5.5. Colt.
And we're flying with the Astros.
Yep, give us those trash cans, beat on those a little bit tonight, and hopefully we'll see you at the window tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.
Baby.